Everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to dive into a little bit of a controversial subject. I'm just truly open with no bias. I'm not really sure what's going on, but I want to see if Merrick Garland is trustworthy. So, okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to bring you over to my table. Okay, so I started to go for the Kipper. And for some reason or another, I heard, no, Libby's deck. Libby's deck. So this is where to get it if you're interested, if you like her deck. I just love it myself. So, okay, there. I'm thinking it's pretty clear of the other readings I've done with it. So let's tune into Merrick Garland. What is the truth as to his level of trustworthiness? Was he just slow to get on the roll? Or is there something a little more nefarious in there? Like what's really going on? Was he just overwhelmed and I don't know. I'm trying to think of all kinds of excuses, so I'm just going to let go of my head for a bit and let the cards come through in the right order. And my intention is to get the core issues. I'm going to start with a 9 box here and then build out like I usually do. It's a really good cartomancy spread. But you can just line them up and, just go like 1, 2, 3 across and do your rows. You can even do them, if you have Libby's deck, whatever way works best for you, because you can always just do columns. It's all about your intention. So if you set your intention ahead of time, when you're shuffling, then that will be the way for you. And you can experiment, try all different ways too. Oh, goodness. Okay, Merrick Garland. What is the truth? Merrick Garland. Merrick Garland. Whoa. I heard the words imposter syndrome. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, that has to do with stepping into a really big role that you don't feel that you're ready for. And then you kind of learn as you're going. Or you get deeper into, your skills as you get going. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, right there. And throw. Okay. Go. Interesting there again. The go card right in the center. What's hanging above him or the top issues that he didn't have control. Something to do with being struck down. Money. The people. Majority of the people. Wow. Let me bring these down a little. There we go. Okay. And for size, like for Libby's deck, here's a little what do you call a little squirrel moment, but I don't care. Here's the Kipper. Here's the Gilded Reverie Lenormand size, and here's where's my tarot deck? Oh, here it is. Here's a regular tarot card size, but trimmed down. So you can see, well, I'll actually just put it over here. You can see that the cards are a little smaller, a little easier to handle in your hands, if you have small hands. I don't. kind of wish I did. Then sometimes when I'm doing stuff around the house, it's like, oh, bigger, stronger hands are better. Okay, let's keep going. Help, angry. This can have to be with erasing things as well. Why is there money right in the center? I don't like seeing that. Wealth, money, help, people, angry. Okay, positive energy, sad, gossips and secrets, crossroads. Now, if you guys want to read along with me and get your take and put in the comments, I so appreciate it. I always love it. And Libby says that you can let go of the words. The words are there just for a guidepost if you need something, but you can always just go with the images. And I do like that idea because it does tend to work a lot of times. Wow. Okay. So we have, I'm going to stick with this 9 box here first in the center. And I'm looking at this, I always have the intention set that the left is to the past, but we've got the future's not yet written in the past. I'm thinking he thought he had a lot of time. And then over here we have the future. Okay, so past, present, future. Yeah, I think he wants to go faster. I think he's been shocked with the amount of money that people could bring in via billionaires. You know, we're talking Harlan Crow, Leonard Leo, anyone involved with Federalist Society, Heritage Foundation, and all their CPACs. Jenny Thomas is in there. He's sitting in this place where he's really angry because things are being erased. I think things are being erased. And the money is going. Oh, you know what this is? I think he's I don't think the DOJ is getting the money that they need. Wow. And now he's getting pissed. But he is giving help to the majority of the people, it looks like. I mean, we've got a connection there, like hands coming together. Interesting. The go sign in the middle is, I like that, but then he's got a stop going through. So, okay. Angry. So now I'm knighting 1 over and 2 down. The angry card knights to being struck down by the majority of the people. Shocks by the majority of the people. And this could be angry people, but it also makes him angry. Okay. The go sign, knights, so 2 over and 1 up, right? So now I'm going to go with these 4 cards, okay, to this one. So the go sign has the positive energy that he brought in from the past, and in the future he's getting more and more sad because of the foreign money that has been coming in and because of the foreign influence that has to do with Putin's propaganda. Wow. The future is not yet written via the people haven't yet voted, okay? The future is not yet written via the greed that has been erasing people's vote. But then again, it can seem like magic that It's like Susan Lynn said a long time ago when she saw a blue tsunami for the midterms. Well, she wasn't exactly right because, we still have the house there. But I think she was, that's the thing. When you're psychic, it's super hard to get the timing right. I think she's right about the blue tsunami that's going to be coming in. This is blue. I'm picking up more of the blue colors here when I look at that card than anything else. So this is all the young people and the women who aren't really saying much because they're not, that's the thing. Okay, just use your own head. Logic, a good reasoning ability is priceless sometimes. When you're online, you're on your phone, and you see an ad come up to take this survey. And you live and learn, right? Like I've done this before, and it doesn't even matter if it's Democratic, doesn't matter what it is. Pretty much by the algorithm, you're going to get a survey that is in alignment with what they have seen you search for and look at and stay with and read online. So with the algorithm, you're going to get pretty much whether you're Democrat or Republican, but it doesn't matter if you're Democrat. When you get those little surveys, if you click on that and you have to give them your email and you get da-da-da-da-da, then you are going to get slammed with emails from all kinds of stuff. And I don't know if they sell, they probably do, they sell your emails, I would guess. But anyway, younger people know that. They've been through it, or they just don't even waste the time to mess with it. So they're quietly fuming, and they're quietly considering, we've got the people right here with the strength. Look at these cards knighting together, which is going to stop, I think, the billionaires and the sadness. So this would be all the young people and women who have just had it, and there's going to be record amounts of votes, I think, in this next election in 2024, in November. So, okay, but back to Merrick Garland. It's interesting how messages come through that don't really have anything to do with him. But, okay, is he trustworthy or not? I didn't get the card that had anything to do with demonic energy. I can see that he's angry, maybe about the gossips about him, maybe. He's at a crossroads to stop the billionaires who want to, just really mess with our country. This little rebuild card can be kind of like what comes after the Tower card. To me, that's how I see it anyway. And Libs, I don't know if you're going to watch this video, but if you do, I love your take on the spread. I always love your not 2 cents, but 2 billion brain cells rubbing together. So opening up the reading with the first few cards, again, the future's not yet written. He has been holding the space, I think, for mostly positive energy. I think he had an overwhelming amount of energy coming in when he first took the position, now that I'm seeing these cards, right? But now I think he is angry about people, questioning him, and maybe he's angry that he kind of went slow. I wonder about, with this diagonal here, that we just have to really hang in there and be careful with what we say, because that's the thing, is unless you know the person is really dark already, well, even then, no matter how dark a person is, if you're sending a lot of negative energy out towards the person, now I'm not saying that naming something is negative. Looking for the truth is not a negative thing. That is aligned with the forces of love. Love and truth are the same thing. And I don't believe that people in darkness have any superpowers over them, because there is no such thing as dark powers. There's no such thing as hexes. All this other crap is just, that's nothing more than crap and false beliefs and superstition. Your only protection is love and truth that is aligned with love. So your love for the truth is one and the same, right? Love and truth, the same. So with just holding that spiritual law, at least that's my belief. Believe what you want. It's up to you. We all have our own belief system. But if you hold truth to that or hold space for that spiritual principle, then it kind of shifts reality a little bit in a way that, nothing is written in stone until all the votes come down. The other thing with Merrick Garland and people gossiping about him or saying things about him, it's very normal and natural to question, if something doesn't look right, because we've been through hell and back. We have very good reason to have these feelings because of what we went through with Bill Barr, or as Lori calls him over at the Way of Positive Change. It's cracking me up the other day. And she'll be back with us this next Saturday, too. I can't wait. The Smut Sister, she calls us. Anyway, she called him Bill Barf. So we've been through hell and back with Bill Barf, and we don't trust anybody anymore. And we've been through hell, and we're still there with Trump. So we are very, what is it? Once bitten, twice shy, right? So with that in mind, just, I understand. I just want to say I totally understand. But when we send a lot of negative energy towards someone, doesn't matter if they're dark or not, Trump, Putin, all of them, if we're hating them, it's not helpful. It doesn't help. It only hurts you. Now you can definitely have really strong feelings towards injustices and genocide and all of that, and I certainly do. But if you sit in that hate long enough, you realize it feels so terrible that you open up to the love of life always goes on. In my next lifetime, I can have a different set of beliefs about myself and what I do and do not deserve, right? But if the country is constantly gossiping via Russian propaganda, then we're not helping the situation. But the wealthy billionaires who are super greedy, and they're spreading this, what seems to be just, all these points out into the world. Like, think of this as a wand of just spread constantly through social media, Russian propaganda, and the billionaires together with all of that, because it keeps money in their pocket, and we are the slaves, right? It's all about the money spreading. And Merrick Garland is really sad about that. I think he's at a vantage point, especially with Jack Smith supporting him and Alex Whiting and their team. What it looks like to me as just an overall view of these cards is that they see everything going on in the entire world. I'm surprised we don't have the world card come in here. Yeah. Okay. So, and I'm going to reshuffle and ask from a different angle too, because I want to see more about just the entire future. So, but the past shows that he thought he came in with this positive intent, but he thought that he had more time. And then he got all caught up in, oh my God, look what we're in. And, I do remember getting this a long time ago, and I think it was just in one of Trump's weeklies where even Jack Smith, once he got in, was completely overwhelmed with the amount of connections worldwide to the, as Sarah Kensingdorf aptly named it a long time ago, the transnational worldwide money laundering crime syndicate. So this is huge. It's huge. And it does make him sad. And in the future, he's at this crossroads where he has to stop literally the strength of the wealthy billionaires who are trying to rebuild the world or rebuild democracy the way they want it, which is not democracy, which is autocracy. So, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and keep my hands away for a minute. And in case you want to screenshot this one and then leave your comments about it. But, you can always do all the knighting and everything. And you can mirror. You can bring the end cards together, too. So let's look at... let me... Oops. Reshuffle. And look at what's the future. What is going to happen? What is Merrick Garland going to do? Merrick Garland and Jack Smith. What will they be doing for us in the future? And whether or not it can be done by the election is. That I think with that future is unwritten up here card kind of makes sense to me that I'm not going to get a clear answer on that, but if I can, I would love to. Absolutely love to. And now my intention with this one is I'm going to use Libby's method to just go across like this and tell a story, rather than build out from the center. Ooh, I like that one. Okay, what will Merrick Garland and his team do for us in the future, for the future of democracy in America? How will they work for us? What will be coming through? What will be coming through for us? Right there. Ooh. A comfort kitty. Bullseye. Okay. Interesting. Bullseye for the family. Things are going to go slower than we want. Oh, but slow, steady growth. I like that. Some noise. Well, because of all the networking. Okay, let's just keep going. Social media, technology. A little bit of lack there via. Okay, so I'll read it. Let me just get them laid out first, and then I'll read them as in order, and then I'll do the knighting. I think we can probably do it all. Why not? While I'm here, ooh, I like that. Oh my goodness, if we were to keep going, we have celebration, travel. Yeah, I don't like that other card under there, but let's just go with what we have here. Oops, hold on. Helps if I look through the viewfinder. Oops. Okay. All right. So it looks like it's going to be challenging getting out through the election, honestly. There's a little bit of trouble in the future, it looks like, with the divided strength within our parties. And that's not, that's not his fault. There's nothing that they can do about that other than just try to keep bringing through justice. But We do have the fact that they have their target of creating safety, because you cannot have comfort without safety, right? So trying to create safety for families. And notice how family knights down here to the feminine energy. That's interesting too. So it looks like, with technology and social media, it might be that they were able to kind of ratchet it down somehow and show like where the darkness is coming through via things that are all mixed up with, money, intertwined with money. But anyway, let me just keep going ahead over here. So they have their eye on keeping the family safe, American families safe. But then again, too, when you have people like Jack Smith and Alex Whiting who are used to working all over the world, they're they see how everything is all interconnected. We are, whether or not anybody wants it, we are a global economy. We're all connected. I mean, there's spiritual law in that as well. But, healthy borders is good. Healthy boundaries are, very necessary. So anyway, it's going to take more time. The growth is going to be slower than we want because of the noise that has to do with, this might as well be the social media card over here, right? And if I just follow along like the story, the focus is on the family, but it's slow growth because of all the noise on the connections that we have with social media. And there are people out there who are very poor on a lot of different levels. And then also, hold on, the billionaires are really coming from such greed that they are poverty. That is poverty consciousness, to hoard that much money. That's ridiculous. No one needs that. So via the fact that they are just all hooked in with the wanting more and more money, I think that's a factor that's weighing on the different choices that Merrick, Garland, and his team make, so that things aren't so divided, especially when they're trying to, on one level, out the people who are against. I mean, look, the feminine energy that has to do with creating abundance. Nobody gets here without coming through a woman. So any person with half of a brain cell rubbing against another one could figure that out. But they're having trouble. What the hell? My phone is off. Why is... Oh, never mind. Sorry about that, you guys. I should have had I had a setting differently. But anyway, when it comes to deciding what stays in or out, I'm going to read this differently than division here. I'm going to read this as, deciding what comes in and what goes out there, because we've got decisions here, right? Up and down. We've got to keep things level and balanced. And to have, on one level, on social media, they're outing all the poverty consciousness and all the, we could say, evangelical Taliban, we've gotten coming through. But with the women feeling empty as to how slow things are going, and how we do have our voice online. We all have our voice. An abundance of that is there, but we're feeling empty when it comes to, I think, trusting these people that are in power right now, right? I mean, Scrotus is That's what's going on there. But what they're going to do for us, I think they're going to be outing the people who have empty hearts, literally empty hearts towards women. And if you feel that way about women, you're going to feel that way about the earth. You're going to, you're not going to give a shit about climate change. You're not going to care about other people at all, because, these are just dark, ugly people full of poverty consciousness. Now, on another level, these cards here could be speaking to, they're going to try and deplete the lies that are coming out on social media. They might be because remember with the other spread, there was so much about foreign influence, the propaganda, Russian propaganda. There was the Internet Research Agency that Prigozhin, before he got blown up by Putin, he took responsibility for creating the Internet Research Agency, and they were the ones that put out everything for the 2016 election. So we have gotten the information that they did that. So there's no questioning whether or not they did that. So now that the Russian propaganda is out there, I think maybe this is what he's trying to do. Merrick, Garland, and his team is trying to get rid of that via finding the money, tracking the money, following the money is always the key. And then you can find who's in there, right? They can be outed. So there's going to be a lot of bottom line here. These last 4 cards right here is amazing. I don't think I even really need to do the knighting after doing it this way, actually. There's going to be new ideas coming through because the creativity is going to come through. Growth and abundance are a part of the way the universe works. The universe is set to grow. In our DNA, in the nucleus of every cell in our body, we are hardwired to come back to all the love, truth, and beauty that we truly are. So if you hold on to that, and you know that is where we're always headed, no matter how messed up it is getting there, no matter how much pain we have to go through, no matter all the challenges, no matter how many times we get lost in each lifetime, we still are hardwired to come back to that open space, our spirit. And that is our strength, and that is their strength. So just to follow it through it a little differently, they are working hard to make choices so that they can, I think, tone down the abundance of the noise that's out there online. So this is huge. This is so much bigger than just a simple court case where you're following the evidence, where you have the documents, blah, blah, blah. But that's the only way they can really get Trump. But they're also tackling it on a worldwide scale. So that's it. I don't have anything else to say, but I so welcome your comments. I really want to know how you guys feel about this. Okay, big hugs. Bye.